is not even a horror film. That's the big plot twist. It is legitimately like a CW supernatural thriller at best. There are very, very few horror elements in here other than just very loud jump scares occasionally, but even that's pretty rare. They ordered a horror movie but forgot the scary. They said, hey, can we put the scary on the side? Forgot the side of scary. This shit is so flat and goofy. So, Dalton, after drawing the red door, hand, like, slaps his hand. He's like, oh, no! So then he rushes back to his dorm in order to keep facing it and figure out what this means. Now he starts to see things. Also, he has a roommate. Her name is Iris. And she doesn't make any sense in this film because she is like the complete antithesis to a character you expect in a horror movie. She is constantly joking. And I think that's fine in the character trait, and I think it would work in other movies, but here, she does not stop joking. She doesn't take anything seriously. So when something that's supposed to be somewhat scary happens, Chris will immediately just get rid of all the tension with a joke like, hey, what are you doing on the floor? I just put a bottle rocket in the frat dude's toilet. I think it went straight up his asshole. And like, come on, get up. You gotta see this. He's walking around with a firework in his butt. And it's like, oh, wow, okay, so now there's like no tension left and there's no scares left. Like, I don't even dislike Chris as a character because she was entertaining, at the very least, whereas nothing else in the movie was. At least she was trying to make something out of nothing with this film, but it does not fit in what is supposed to be a horror film, because when she's on screen, you know that it's just going to be a bit silly, because that's all she does, is just have fun. Even in the most tense of moments, she gets strangled by an invisible demon. And right after that, like within 2 scenes, she's back to joking, gets a bunch of like night lights and makes jokes about it. So it's just a character that doesn't take the movie seriously, so how the fuck is the audience supposed to? You have a character that is actually just like making fun of the film that. But anyway, so Dalton paints the red door, Patrick Wilson's character is in his own home, he's trying to go for these things. And he's doing like a matching game on the window, which is the idea to begin with. And they're trying to do like soul scares, so like lift up one of the things you see like someone wearing a shirt in the background by the tree, and it's out of focus, and you're like, oh goodness, that's horrifying. And then the scene will drag on for like 2 minutes of nothing happening, and then just like the glass explodes for a cheap jump scare. Like it doesn't even really build tension. All it does is it'll show you something a little out of focus in the distance, and then all of a sudden, a fucking cannonball goes off. Just a really loud explosion noise, and that's the scare. So then that, you know, the glass blows up, and Patrick Wilson's jogging around his house going, oh no! And then he like shuts a door, and then a ghost man pushes him against a wall, and he finds a box of important lore tidbits. But not really. The lore tidbits don't really mean much of fucking anything in this film, because there isn't a real narrative that they want to tell. But anyway, I'll just fast forward a little bit here. After learning about his dad, Patrick